Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to OK Aussie with Matt and Dyan. Dyan's got a feather.
From heaven.
I'm assuming that's come from the doona.
It's come from heaven.
Doona.
Heaven.
Okay.
It's come from heaven.
It's going to be one of those sort of days, I think. She thinks it's Sunday. I know it's Saturday.
It's Sunday.
It's Saturday.
To me, it's Sunday. I'm sorry, my brain thought yesterday was Saturday all day.
So we're going to keep.
Much.
How long are we going to keep this going for? How many days? Should I just change the whole Gregorian calendar?
It could take a week to actually
to
work.
Recalibrate you?
Yeah.
It's Saturday. All day. What? Really?
It's a feather from
Anyway,
heaven.
good morning, everybody. We are going to do a miniverse MGA, Make It
Well,
Mini
you
Cafe Ball. That's on the agenda. How she's going to go with it, I have no friggin'
I'm
idea.
very tired.
Well, you did wake up reasonably early this morning, but you did go to sleep reasonably early because you had
made me tired.
seizures. And quite commonly, seizures with the fatigue do make you go to sleep. You slept like a log.
I always do.
Until the early hours of the morning. And it's like,
Because
okay,
I slept enough.
It's
I'd slept
time
enough.
to wake you
But
slept
it was
enough.
also freezing.
Well, I'm glad you
and
slept
also
enough.
I could hear the lift. I was like,
I know, right?
not often we hear the lift.
Where do
but it was
people
like,
go at 4 and 5
"What
o'clock
are
in the
you
morning?
doing?
What's their problems?
It's
Go back to
the
bed.
Weekend. What?
Yeah,
They're going
Saturday.
No, they're going to the rooftop probably to watch the sunrise. It's like, good
The
on
sun
you.
doesn't get up until at least even
No, but good on you, but
6:45.
it's like,
A reasonable hour.
they're getting ready.
That's dedication to
It's
the cause.
the old one.
All right, so this is
They
nouveau.
wake up
It is
early.
miniverse. You like everything small. Dyan is autistic, ADHD,
Shows
OCD
the
with a bit
ball
of Tourette's.
smaller.
This is a small one. This is the smallest ball I've actually seen. Can I have much inside
They
it?
shrunk them all.
Like I was saying, Dyan is autistic, ADHD, OCD,
Ooh,
Tourette's.
there's a security
Because a lot of
tag.
neurological
Leave the
things going on.
security tag on
Nope,
these.
nope. I'm taking the security tag off and I'm going to tag you.
You're
So
a
now,
robot.
every time you go through the things, you're going to
I'm
beep.
a robot.
And they can search you and find out where you're at.
Broken robot.
Broken robot. This item is electronically protected. It needs to be electronically protected.
I am broken. If I was a robot, okay, I would be up the back, stacked up.
You'd be like those ones, the Tinker
use.
robots on Star
How to
Wars that look like mechanics and they have to be fixed all the time. Yeah.
They'd be like,
the sand people
"This
come
one
along and fix you.
Drive me. She's a lemon.
You're like an R2D2
I'm a lemon.
B3 CPO, everything combination in one.
Number.
What would your number be? What would your code name be? You know, you got C3PO, you've got R2D2O.
2.
You got so many tutus. That's I guess the dancing
Has to
influence.
be equal.
Has to be
twos,
equal.
But my favourite number is 2.
I would have thought you were done in clusters of 3 because at the moment with your Tourette's everything's in clusters of 3. So maybe
Yeah, well,
2.
No, I have to have 3 of every 3 toothpastes of the same one,
Everything
3
threes.
shampoos,
3 toilet rolls.
conditioners. Yeah, I did that
Well,
yesterday.
we've only got one of these. It is the
Without
miniverse.
even
We are going to do.
thinking.
You like everything small. You are small in stature and
No,
size
they did
yourself.
shrink it. It was small
It
before,
is
but
very
now
small. This
yeah.
version. I'm going to be interested to see.
You
Look,
know when they took it off the market?
there's 12 of them to make.
Remember when they took it off
12?
the market?
Yes, I do.
And I think it used to be 3 years plus, but I think it's probably like 8 years plus or something now.
As in age group, as
Or
to
they
who should
could've-
appropriately do it
yeah.
safely without causing any injury to themselves, gluing their fingers together, or ingesting things. Yeah. Adult supervision is required. Yeah.
Well,
Please be careful with the protracted
it
knife.
still doesn't justify shrinking it.
No.
Okay?
But isn't it everything that's going on
Yes.
with the cost of
Yes.
living these days?
Isn't the cornflakes huge?
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
actually
so
so thin.
skinny. Oh my goodness, you're too
It's
skinny,
marketing
sweetie.
101.
You look sick.
Everything
some
goes up in
weight on.
price and you get less for your value for your money.
Yes, right?
Anyway, let's see. Now, your goal is to
Wow.
collect lots of miniatures because you're making a mini doll's house.
Adult
An
doll's
adult
house.
doll's house with things that
Not
will work,
for
lights that
children.
turn on, carpet on the floor, windows that will have
No.
curtains. And
No.
Maximus is here to
He
join
thought
us.
he was the sous chef with my salad.
I was just
but
making
this
salad.
is not going to happen,
Hi, big
son.
boy. How are you?
No, there's sharp blades involved. And,
Come and say hello.
and babies.
Hello. How are you? Good morning.
Okay, it's not time to have a chat, sous
We're
chef.
having a conversation. He was
And
just helping me
sir.
make the salad. I had to cut the tomatoes up.
I
had to
cannot
slice the
cut
onions.
this with a baby on the table.
He's not a baby. You're
He
not
is a.
baby.
Okay, I'm going to cut,
You're not a
cut the same
baby.
size.
You're not
I'm
a baby.
sorry,
Hop down.
Max. He's a bit of a spoiled child, this one. I
He
think
likes
it's
to be
because
in
it's kind of like we know maybe that it's kind of maybe probably going to be our last. I don't even know. Like, It's up to us whether we have another. Oh my God, that's already weird. Cats. We talk about cats.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to clarify, ragdoll cats, yeah.
I'm not having any more babies.
You don't have any more babies?
I'm not allowed.
No, you're not allowed. The doctor said no.
It'll kill you.
She,
But
with her health
basically-
conditions, and it will literally kill you.
Yeah,
the last
I
one
wasn't allowed.
almost killed her. So
But I
Not
wanted
good.
a third, and I was like, yeah, listen to
you
the
wanted a
doctor.
big
Listen
family.
to the doctor. Listen to the doctor.
Listen to the doctor. You should listen the first
I was
time.
going to have 4.
Yeah.
If I didn't have those issues, I would have had 4.
Keep cracking it open. We haven't got all day.
But basically, I think though once I had to,
Mhm.
I felt like for me,
You had a balanced
thought-
pair. You had bookends.
Yeah, I was like, this is just perfect. Like,
Good.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, originally, I
The goal
wanted
was
4.
for more. Indeed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, have you done this cafe series before? The Make It Mini Cafe. Do you remember any of the items
Yeah,
from
we've
the cafe?
done a cafe. We
Okay,
have.
cool.
We have.
All right.
So if you go to my playlist, if you're into
A
these
playlist.
big time, I don't know.
Lots of playlists there.
But I do have a playlist of
Everything
these.
categorized, sorted. Would you expect anything else different with OCD miss? Yeah, it's
Oh,
there.
it's not
If you want to find
OCD
information
enough.
on autism,
It's actually really
information
messy.
on ADHD,
My playlists are
information on Tourette's,
messy.
home
Actually,
decorating.
I need to go through
cooking.
that today. I need to sit on the computer and fix
Please
the
don't do that. That's what
playlist.
the cats do. Use the computer. Don't sit on the computer.
Oh yeah, no.
You need to be a little bit more
That's
precise
for
on
the
that one.
thumbnail.
Okay, thumbnail. So remember which one it
Because
is.
I don't remember.
Max, these are
Now-
for you, buddy. There you go. Don't say I don't give you anything. He's excited.
It comes like that.
It does come like that. Let's show them up a little bit closer. It's got lots of stuff inside. I
Yes.
see lots of books, lots of instructions.
Open
She won't
wide.
read one
Come
single one of them.
inside.
Now, the goal behind
It's
doing these
play school.
was and has been to increase Dyan's dexterity, to work on fine motor control, to work on improving
Hello.
some of the executive functioning, so
And we
sequencing,
don't
processing. Okay, there goes all of the
Oh,
instructions.
do
just
you want to
out
just
the door.
save it from the bookcase?
I think. What's this one say? It says snack time. Why do you need to throw
Oh,
that?
whoops! I might.
You might need that. Careful,
Snack
careful what
time.
you throw away. That's probably all the instructions in all the different
look,
languages.
Haven't had that before. A bag of buns.
A bag of buns.
Oh, I have no idea what I'm
I
making.
wonder what's going to come out of this one.
Oh, I've done this one before.
So there's lots
Are
of
they
individually
serious? No.
individually wrapped
no.
components,
You're kidding me.
or even just wrapped.
This is boring. I wanted something more interesting. No.
Right, it is the Make It Mini Cafe
I'm making hot
Series
dogs.
4. There are 12 to collect.
Anyone want hot dogs?
You
No.
can see
No.
the 12 different things that are available
This-
to be able to collect and make. Now, you've got no control what you
This
get.
little ball,
Little ball.
little
Little balls. You and your little balls.
goes in the hole of the clear lid.
Instructions
Right.
are in the back.
Guys,
For each
because
thing.
you know what? It's like,
Oh, look
here's
at
your
that.
dinner, sir.
Thank you.
Eat up.
Thank you, Ratatouille.
And you tip
Make
it over
it
their head.
mini for the cafe.
And you tip it over their head.
You're right. Now, you need to
All
read
right,
the instructions.
we have-
What have we got?
Oh no, that's churros. Oh, that'd be better.
Oh,
Why did we
churros.
get that one?
I don't know.
I'm blind. Choose the hot dog. I'm blind.
Honey, okay. On that note, you're going to try and do something
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah,
lots
yeah.
of fine
All right,
motor.
let's wear glasses.
That would be a good
Right,
thing.
so that's rubbish. I've got the little,
Tweezers.
that's it, tweezers.
I know.
Now, I
finding
sometimes use them,
postictal aphasia is a little bit difficult, so I get
and
that.
sometimes I don't use them.
Glasses are there to put them on.
Oh.
Bacon wrapped hot dog. It is
I
that
can
one there.
see now.
Yes, bacon wrapped hot dog.
Okay.
All right, so that's what you're making, the bacon
I can
wrapped
see
hot dog.
all obstacles
I will
in my way.
show the people at home which one we're actually making while you're throwing things away precariously. That one there is the bacon wrapped hot dog, apparently.
Oh my goodness, we should rub it back up in that and go, there's your hot dog.
Honey.
No, they do it at McDonald's because they're poor kids. You know, they are young, you know. And then, there's your hot dog. So, thanks.
It is a bit of a production
And
conveyor
then
belt
you
line.
open up your burger and you
And
can't, look, you can't
shit's
blame
everywhere.
them. They're just children.
It's just think of it as a
But it's-
deconstructed food that you get to remake
yeah, it's
yourself.
like, oh shit.
You know,
yeah,
it's-
but I have executive functioning problems.
I know.
So I have
you're
to
going
start,
there for the
and then
convenience.
OCD. So I'm like, hang on, right. Let's get the buns.
Yep.
Right. Now
Yeah.
we need to fix up the mayonnaise.
Yeah,
we
and
need
the
to put
pickles
in
and the
and you've got to
onion
put them
and-
evenly spaced because you
Do
don't
we?
want to have an
Do we?
uneven bite of
Do
pickles.
we?
You
We
want to
do.
taste the pickles from that
Okay.
side, this side, that side, this side. It's exhausting.
I'm
Being me.
exhausted. It actually is
It's exhausting being
done.
me.
So
anyway,
that gives you an indication of what life is like going through
extra.
drive-through, whether it's a
This
HJ's,
is
whether
what
it's
the
McDonald's.
buns fit into.
Yes. You're going to put your...
Sit on
What?
my buns.
Your buns will not fit into that, honey.
No.
I don't care what university you're on. In some parallel world, it ain't fitting, honey. Right.
Who's bringing home the bacon now?
Oh, hi.
Motherfucker.
Who's bringing home... Can I show the bacon to the people?
I brought home
Okay,
the
first of all, there's a
bacon.
little white serving tray thing.
I
Here
brought home the bacon.
is the crispy bacon.
Yeah.
Please don't eat any of
Yabba
these
dabba
things, obviously. Obviously, I probably should have to say that. Okay, shuts up. Where's that come from? That little echolalia of yours.
Mindy.
Mindy, which
Love
is
them.
who particularly is the actor?
I don't know the chick, but the Robin Williams
Robin
dude.
Williams,
He's
dude.
my man.
He's your man.
I like him a lot. And as a kid, I would always copy him.
Oh, well, that's a surprise. Little Miss Parrot.
Yes.
Echolalia is very, very
So-
common. So when Don latches onto something,
Need
it
heat?
really does repeat. And she will
my
copy
family know
literally
that.
the tonation, the
You should have seen after I
words.
watched.
Sometimes it's simple, a
No,
single
but like-
word. Sometimes it's more complex. A string of
After
a
I
sentence.
watched John Cleese, I've got to heat this resin. I've got to heat this with I use my heat pad, put it in water and submerge it up to there in hot water. But just don't burn yourself, of course.
Just to make it runnier. Now, and obviously
yes.
because it's very, very cold here
I mean,
in
you could
Perth,
probably use it maybe
below
without
10
heat,
degrees.
but I've
can.
worked with resin, so I know that heat
the
helps.
warmer it is,
Makes
it's
it
more
thinner.
runnier.
Yeah,
Okay,
makes
the
it thinner.
viscosity is able to just pour on, which makes it easier for you to work with. That's why you wrap it up in your...
But yeah, what
And that's your
were we
copy.
saying?
You were talking about John Cleese and the influence
Yeah, I
of
used
your
to walk around
echolalias.
doing the Hitler thing, and it was like, oh,
Faulty
they're
Towers,
like,
if you don't know the reference.
no.
UK
And
TV.
see, my grandmother's German, great grandmother's German, sorry, and like, yeah, there's just history of things, and it's like,
But that shows the awkwardness
Holocaust,
when you
I've got
have
family
things
history and
such
that.
as copying
yeah, and
disorders.
I'm copying this, and my
or
mum's
Tourette's.
going, I hope she doesn't do this.
Well, don't show
I
her.
can't." No, but when I was 3, I went up to a man who was,
Black-skinned.
maybe he was a black African American, maybe he was Aboriginal, I don't know. But I went up to him and said, black.
Yeah.
And
Mortified your mother.
my mum was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, that's so rude. And she was mortified and embarrassed. And he apparently was like, that's all right. It's all good. And she was so relieved because it was like, But yeah, why would I do that?
Because that's your learning. That's what you're trying to process. That's what you're trying to work out. That there's different nationalities, different cultures, different skin colours, hair colours, everything
We're
else,
just
different
so
shapes
honest.
and sizes.
Here's the wieners.
Absolutely, because you are innocent. There is no intent. There's no racism behind that. You're just
No.
pointing out, hey, you're a little bit different. Why is that? Where do you come
I
from?
don't
That's
judge
cool.
race.
Tell me more.
I don't judge weight.
What are
I
those?
don't
The
judge
wieners?
eye colour. I
You've
don't
got
judge any.
hot dogs.
Wieners.
Literally hot dogs. Okay, so you got hot dogs.
They
You
call
got
them
bacon.
wieners. Guys in America, if we call them wieners, it's rude. We get into trouble.
Yes, not all things translate nicely to the local dialect.
Thongs are not what you guys probably think they are here. Just know that. So if you come to Australia and
Maxie,
someone
move on.
says,
Sorry, buddy.
I'll put your thongs on and we'll go down, to the pub or the tavern or something like that. Just know they mean footwear.
Yeah, flip-flops.
Okay? You're all good.
Yeah.
They're not being inappropriate.
No. Oh, inappropriate's going on there.
No.
It does make it a little bit difficult when you are moving around, travelling around and trying to get the
I'm
local...
just making sure
You had that
you
as a
know the
kid
lingo.
because you've come from a
The French do
multicultural,
not tolerate us.
multi-dialect family.
The French are like, fuck off. It's like,
But you have come from
I'm hungry.
European, English, then into a household
mum's
that's
trying with
South
the book.
African, and you're obviously bilingual.
Yes.
So coming into Australia, that
Yeah,
would
when
have
they
had some
came
different...
back and they spoke in Afrikaans to sort of like think they can get around like saying things about us kids, and then I said something back and my nana went,
In Afrikaans.
oh, she knows a few words and
Well,
she can
if
put
you
this
immerse
together.
in
Like,
the
we
culture
can't
for
do
9
this
months, you
anymore.
learn, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, caught out, sprung.
My little sister went to preschool saying yeah, and the teacher was like, what's that? And my mum's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's kind of like, I think it's kind of slang in South African for
Yes. Yeah.
and yeah, she's like, My mum says it a lot. That's
What's even probably more interesting neurologically,
It's
when
super
your brain goes offline, whether it's with seizures or maybe in Tourette's attack or things like that, sometimes you revert back to things. Now, apart from your
my
having your
pronunciations.
apart from your hyper-intensive episodic memory, and she's got an incredible memory, which also goes
I
back
can have
to
the South African accent
very,
sometimes.
very, like 1.5 years of age. Most people, normal people, would only remember from 4 to 6 years of age. Diane goes back to like 1.5 years of age. But you've also got this thing where you can bring in language, and sometimes because your brain is so muddled, discombobulated because of neurology going through seizures and things, sometimes you'll speak in Afrikaans and it's like, where did that come from? Why did you suddenly pull that out?
Yeah.
So that's the actual recipe. Not really, you're not going to cook it, but you're going to make it for the
I
instructions.
don't want hot dogs in the house.
Like I said, we're doing these activities for Dyan because it helps with improving dexterity, working on the fine motor control. It has. Let's have a show them. I'll show them that. It also works on things like sequencing, so Dyan can work on working in processes of organisation in what comes next. So that's also a useful skill, executive functioning. Her creativity.
Fun.
Sometimes it comes a little bit frustrating, but it does improve your skills, particularly when you're losing memory and ability to retain. And that's not how you open it. Are we going back to prehistoric time? Would you like to get a rock?
Come on, this is for children.
Okay. Where's your bag?
No.
Where's your bag?
I can do it myself.
You can.
My hands are tools. When I did nail technician work, I did my diploma in nail tech to be a nail tech. So anyway, I'm a nail technician, right? I do love it. Like, it's very creative.
Yeah, until?
And, well, the chemical sensitivity got in the way. And also,
that's the thing.
People don't clean their fingernails and have dirt under it.
How's your OCD on that one?
No, I'm done. OCD. No, I'm not changing.
So you did the course, you qualified out as a technician.
You need to scrub your nails. What did your mum teach you? Did you not have a scrubbing brush?
This is OCD in the wild.
My
this is
goodness.
what real well
My mum was a
living
germaphobe.
with OCD.
I adopted that. My brother adopted that.
How's the opening
He
of
would
the bacon?
not share a straw, the same straw in the one drink thing. He's like, no.
Okay.
That's disgusting, mother.
Can you open it, or would you like some assistance? Okay. Where's your tools? Your bag has got a nice...
I've got tools.
No. Okay, your bag has got a little...
Why did I not think of that?
That's what I'm here to prompt you. Rather than me doing the action, is to say, well, look, you have the other ways of doing it.
It's like going to Walmart in America, and the meat's got metal around it with
security tags. Yeah.
Did you know that? It's coming to Australia. You wait, Australians.
Theft,
I'm not kidding.
Prevention.
And there's
activities are a little bit
it's not a joke. They are called
floor workers.
They were called loss
protection
officers.
Yes.
Or some workers and stuff like that. Yeah, they walk around in regular clothes and they stalk you. It's actually against your human rights, but
from the car park, following you in, acting as if they're a normal person.
Big W does that.
Yeah, over here in Australia.
It's kind of creepy. It's like, I point it out all the time. I'm like, she's following us, Matt.
Yeah.
Like, that's freaking creepy.
Keep opening while you go.
What's her problem? And then I see the person like...
Yeah. See, Dyan being autistic
and then they still
picks out
follow us, and it's like, oh,
and can see
can you make it any more obvious?
Stick out. But she's also Dyan's very indecisive when shopping.
So I look like a stealer.
She actually tracks a lot of negative attention.
I don't steal,
because of her indecisiveness, but also her tactile.
Heart.
It's a very sensory orientation process. So she comes across and goes, I need to touch, I need to hear like an ASMR, I need to feel how heavy it is.
Like you can hear anything.
Lick. No, she doesn't lick the price.
I don't lick germs.
Just saying. But it's it's a very tactile experience. And you can imagine too when things are fragile that she wants to, I want to pick this up. But of course with the dyspraxia, suddenly she might slip and drop things. So
the sausages are hot.
We're a little bit like a bull in a china shop. We're a little bit conscious about
the sausages are hot, Matt.
capturing
Do
things
not
so
look
that
at me like that.
Don't put price tags on the bottom of things so that Dyan has to lift up and look underneath. Okay, so you got the sausages, you got the bacon.
With dyspraxia to do that
you got the buns.
to certain people in society.
You want to open it before you do that? Do you want to open up the buns? You need to open that ready.
I kind of can't.
Why?
Well, let me try again.
Okay. Do you want to, you
but
can't.
I've done. I did it.
You did.
It's got a little mini.
Yes, it's got a little mini blue.
Right.
I can't even show you. It's a bread.
Oh, come on.
Bread tag, as you can see. These things will be kept. These are. What are you doing? Why are we reverting back to primitive ways of getting things done? If we were to analyse monkeys at the zoo, is this what they do? Trying to work out tools?
That's why my nana called me a monkey.
May have been the climbing up the
She
walls.
did. She's like, my little monkey, come here.
Okay, you are very cute, but I think it was the climbing up the walls.
So, geez, Nana. And then it was lipstick.
Yeah, all over, right?
It's like, oh, Nana's been there again.
I hated that.
And over there.
Okay,
and
I hated
like,
that.
Mom,
That was
stop
my
it, Mom.
autistic
and then
pet
she'd
peeve
go,
myself.
Lick.
I refuse
and
to
then
have
do that.
the
Did your mum do the lick?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I refuse to have
No.
the aunts or the grandparents
For
or whatever else
goodness sake,
doing
don't
the kissing.
kiss
It's
me.
like,
Leave
keep
me
your lipstick
alone.
away. It's
I
no.
love you, Nana, but
Gross.
don't kiss me.
Sorry.
Stop kissing me.
All right. So you've now got the wrap. You've got the container. You've got the sausage.
All right,
You've got
this
the bacon. You've got your bun. Where's your buns?
This is a bun.
Okay.
I'm trying to open it.
Okay,
It's
okay.
plastic.
Okay. You got two buns.
Real,
Where's-
actually.
But why do you fit one bun in there?
Because I can only fit one. Okay, I'm not like
It's got to fit
MasterChef.
two. What's going on
Only
here?
one sausage fits in, and only one shred of bacon.
What is it? What exactly is it? A rash of bacon.
A shred of bacon.
A shred of bacon.
A rash?
Sure.
Okay, it's a rash.
A rasher, yeah. So you're
I've
making.
got a rash,
You've got a.
actually.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got a rash.
Oh, okay.
Legit.
Legit. I'm not
I'm not
surprised with your
joking.
neutropenia, autoimmune.
All right, I'm allergic to cats. This is a bit of a problem.
Right. Well, there's
Two
no
rag
cats
dolls.
involved at the moment, but you do have
I'm
cats in
getting
your
worse
life.
though. Like I'm getting worse with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you open that up?
Damn it. No. Please, can you help? Because it's cooling down. Quick. Time is of the essence. Emergency.
Okay, I've
Right, let's just move
loosened it
these.
for you. Hold on,
The
we should
sausages
have
are hot.
because you're working with
Sausages
resin.
are hot.
They are not hot sausages.
hot.
Okay, stop before you do anything with resin. Okay, where's your drop cloth?
That's my drop cloth.
No.
Okay.
Okay, you're working with art on your table.
Alright,
Let's
alright.
get some protocols up and going. You're a bit shaky there.
Yeah, I am. Probably low in sugar. Oh, I haven't had breakfast.
You've had orange juice, you've had your fruit juice, you've had
know,
your...
But I haven't had
V.
I have my second brekkie. I have multiple brekkie.
What are you, a hobbit?
Yes. Gastroparesis.
Okay.
I will do a video. But I have about 8 to 10 meals a day.
Gastroparesis
I
diet.
eat and eat and eat
She
and eat and
actually
eat and
does.
eat and eat and eat and eat.
It doesn't sound that
and
bad. It's snacking, it's
Because
grazing.
if it's too heavy,
it's little meals for a little person. Because if she has too much, she can't process it,
it
digest
won't
it,
go down
it
and
doesn't
stay
go down.
down.
Gastroparesis is a
Or it just will get
disability
stuck
of
in
the
my
GI
tongue.
tract, and it is because of primarily
Why is
the
it white?
hypermobility with
Why
Ehlers-Danlos
is it
syndrome.
white?
It'll obviously dry clear, or it looks like mayonnaise. I don't know. Take your pick. Maybe it's like an aioli sauce. What does it sound from?
Aioli?
Snacky snacks. Mayonnaise. It's mayonnaise, honey. That's why
Mayonnaise
it's white.
on a hot dog? Who does that?
Americans do that. Okay, I know.
Oh,
the Americans
sorry,
like it a little bit
Americans.
different.
I'm sorry.
We have tomato sauce or maybe ketchup.
Barbecue,
You know,
I
barbecue
do.
sauce.
Barbecue,
maybe
onion,
mustard.
Yeah.
Apparently they have mayonnaise.
Okay,
Why
well,
would you
you
do
know,
that?
like, I'm
Let's not judge.
not judging.
Not here to judge. Are you going to
Not
put some...
judging.
I'll lift your sausage up and put it underneath the sausage.
That's
so
what
it
I'm
sits
just
in.
doing now, but, you know,
Okay.
it's hot.
It's not hot.
Hot.
Just because it's got the stripes on it, it's not hot. God sake.
That's what it makes me visualize. Hot. It's got
Look, it's
stripes.
probably a good thing.
Hot.
So that you
Yeah,
don't...
because I got it wrong all the time.
Max, it's
Okay?
sneaked up behind
so
on the
much
side.
burn, so much cuts. Like as a kid, I tell you what, my mum had to have a good first aid ready because I'd come
We have
in,
first
my
aid kits
knees would
all
be
over the house.
grazed,
Yeah.
and of course I'm not screaming, you see. So she'd look at me and go, "Oh my goodness,
Okay,
you've
this
got
is
no
gonna-
knees
this
left."
It's going to dry up if you don't
I'm like,
hurry
"Yeah,
up.
yeah, Mum, can you just the blood's getting in the way. I want to get it back out there." She's like, "For goodness sake."
It's like a sports coach. You're coming into the sideline to the dugout, and you know they're cleaning you up so you can get back on the field and keep playing for the second
Oh
quarter.
yeah, I've got to get back out there, Mum. I got my friends waiting.
Yeah, how's the mayonnaise
See,
going?
In those days, you just had to. I had training wheels though.
On the bike? To what age?
Yeah. I think by high school I said, okay.
Oh, so by 12, 13.
Yeah, I had to learn to ride to high school. 'Cause
Okay,
it's like,
so the
I
training
cannot
wheels
go
came
with-
off.
Well,
at
I
12.
think maybe a couple of days of high school that I had training wheels, and then I realised it was not cool.
No.
And I
I
was
think
the
the
only
Spokey
one.
Donkeys weren't cool either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I had to take them off
Probably the
too.
ribbons on the handlebars weren't cool either.
No, the basket. I took
the
ribbons off.
Okay. Try and help transition your autistic child into social environments where they won't stand out and then be ridiculed and
I never
bullied.
let my son
this is
a way that would get bullied.
Why parents, caregivers need to think about that process of transitioning, because then you're setting them up potentially for failure for high school for the next 5 years of their life, labeling them early on maybe, or identifying them as different. It doesn't help. It really doesn't help. So,
and I know it's hard, but like,
yep, that's what's happening here.
I think even with normal kids, social stories are a great thing. All right, it's got the bacon. Do you want a drizzle of mayonnaise?
I think a drizzle of mayonnaise.
All right, let's try and do a...
I'm doing a top-down view at the moment so that
Max,
you can see.
no,
Max is okay.
This is his first, like...
ball.
Yeah.
Exit stage left, Max.
Bye, Max. Go play with your bro.
Now, I did want to ask, obviously you had a seizure last night. You predicted it at 3:30 in the afternoon that you were going to have a seizure because of the sensation.
Very good...
But you also then had it around about 7 o'clock. That looks really good. Well done on the presentation, by the way. Okay, I'm going to actually hold it up a little bit closer because, look, the camera doesn't do justice.
Don't take it out of the package.
I'm not going to take it out of the package. So you can see what we're looking at.
Sausages.
Bacon, and mayonnaise.
Got sausages for tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. So we've got some cold sausages for the fridge, have we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Charcoal sausages in the fridge used to taste great, but now, did you know that's cancerous? Well, I don't know anything. I'm not a doctor. Allegedly.
Okay. Well, that's what the research tells us. Carcinogenic is what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I read it in a magazine.
Yes. Well, it's a magazine. It's public knowledge.
News.
So, my question was, how
No, you're not.
How did you recover from your seizure last night? Because when we left your seizure, because you had multiple tonic-clonic seizures, you went into Todd's paresis. That's a paralysis of the lower limbs.
I feel sad today. I always feel sad the next day.
The paralysis lasted about 45 minutes, very, very high. But it probably took another 3 hours for it to totally dissipate. I had to actually carry you backwards and forwards to the toilet last night because the legs weren't moving. She couldn't stand up, she couldn't move, she couldn't walk. And it was bilateral, both sides. But it was about 3 hours before you regained full motion and sensory
But even
action.
then, my legs were like lead weights.
Okay.
So when I would walk or when I would lift my legs up in bed watching telly, I was like, why do they feel so heavy? Then I'm like, oh, I had a seizure.
Yeah, so you remember those things now.
How
was your headache, by the way, as well? Because you had quite a bad headache coming out of the seizure at the end.
Like a headache at the back of my head when I woke up this morning because my neck is sore from ticking and from the seizure, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And also, I did sit up and do a video.
Okay. So probably pulling down on the
video I did, guys.
Yeah,
because I was sitting on my sensory rug and I did a video on unmasking for autism, which
very good video. Check that out.
I'm proud of that video because I feel like I did get across. I like to fill the gaps between the theories and what others have been saying, and try and just keep it like examples of my life to try and really click
sharing real life examples,
so that you guys are really hearing some kind of message in that to apply to yourself, because we're not really that different. Yes, we have different personalities and things, but we're not really that different. And I'm really proud of that video because I think I covered, as in I had the words to explain what my experiences were to get my point across.
Okay, brilliant.
So I felt really good about that.
Well, it sounds like a very highly recommended video for you guys to check out.
And please feel free, because unmasking is not something you can really talk about in one video. That could be so many videos. So feel free to put in that video any questions that I can answer for you in future videos.
Okay, absolutely. Sounds good.
If you've got questions, that's what I'm here to try and cover, is whatever topics you guys
want. Well,
want.
What I do of the channel is to obviously educate and advocate, covering across a range of different conditions. And remembering, because Dyan's got the umbrella genetic chromosomal condition 22q, 11.2 deletion syndrome, 185 different sub-conditions and symptoms are underneath it. So when we talk about having autism, ADHD, OCD and Tourette's, having things like fibromyalgia, having obviously ME/CFS, having gastroparesis or scoliosis, or all these other things, you cover a lot of different
we talked about even more things, like you were saying a lot about my OCD, and I was like, no, but this is how it was explained to me by the psychiatrist. Is like, he said this and this and this, and you were saying, yeah, but I see in you this, this, and this, and I was like, When I was a kid, I never walked on the cracks.
Right.
Didn't I? And we went into that conversation. I said, remember the pavement too? When we were kids, it was like 4 squares was 1 square. And it was like, as a kid, I was like, come on. If I'm not riding my BMX bike with training wheels.
Until age 12.
Yeah, like, I can't do this. And but mainly I would be walking. And it was really difficult.
Okay.
And if I did walk on a crack accidentally, it was like, oh, something bad's going to happen, you know, and these weird things like that. And I remember thinking, what is wrong with me? But as an adult, I don't have that kind. It now shows in other ways. And you're explaining a lot of that. You were like, you do this, you do that. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. So I didn't really understand it because, as you know, my way of understanding is through episodic memories. So I understand in hindsight, but I'm not in the present.
And it's interesting too because Dyan has actually gone through and studied psychology at university. So it takes, again, another insight, other people as opposed to yourself. So it's been our journey to be able to help. And obviously being together for 34 years, I've known and I've seen your growth and your development and your involvement. But it's also taken a lot of years to also understand your earlier history.
Yes.
And to be able to piece it all together and work out exactly
especially
what you had and what you're doing.
When you hear all my stories, imagine what Sir hears. So there's a lot of stories that are just stories, and then there's other stories that he will find diamonds in and go, oh my goodness, do you realize that's that? Even just with my bedwetting as a child, we found the medical reason for that. I mean, yes, there's immaturity of autism, absolutely. That was playing a part. I had major developmental delays, as you know, GDD and IDD, so there's that. But we also
delays and intellectual developmental delays.
Found out, you know, that condition, there's actually a condition that I guess kids these days, the parents are explained it that way. Yeah. But in my days, the kids weren't explained. The parents were normally told to just punish us, really. It was all about punishment. It was all about that bad behaviour.
Yeah. Let's punish out the Tourette's, let's punish out the ADHD, let's punish out the autism, because all of those things can just be punished out of you.
I was punished for Tourette's badly. And I understand why from a parental perspective, in theory, but I feel sad. And I said to him, I used to look at my brother and just go, how do you have this magic power?
To contain.
Of control.
Control. To not speak out involuntarily.
Didn't have control.
I think you almost got to the point where you probably put yourself in your room in time out because you know that you're going to get into trouble because it's like,
I used to hide,
well,
like if it was a hobby, if it was a hobby farm, I'd be gone because they'd get worried. Like, I don't know if you see the story of Steve Irwin's dad talking about Steve, and I was like, that's me. Like, they used to worry about me because I had no fear. I'm autistic, and I used to roam through the bush. We were a forest on the ocean. So, snakes galore, Australia, we got dugongs, we got tiger snakes, and I come across all of them multiple times.
Exactly.
And bare feet, just a dress on with a jumper.
Oh, look, and the Australian outback itself is very dangerous between insects, the wildlife.
So I'd go
snakes.
missing for hours, and they're like, where have you been?
Yeah.
I'm like, playing with the frogs. They're like, really? For this many hours? Yes.
Lots of frogs.
I've
named them all.
Big time with playing zoo with my frogs.
The zookeeper here.
And the 3 dogs were with me, they were with me. They'd normally call the dogs, and the dogs would come running, and then they knew where I was.
Yes, always a good indicator, isn't it? Well, these little episodic memories are also what is quite entertaining and part of our channel. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell because you can find out more and explore Dyan's real life journal to actually understand what she went through as a child with autism, ADHD, Tourette's, and all these other things that are going on for her. And as she's evolved, she can look back with the lens as an adult and having spent a lot of time exploring these things to understand, well, this was me, this is why these things happen, and this is why people didn't get it and didn't help me.
I think the younger ones need to hear this. You guys have a name. You guys have an understanding out there. You know, maybe the medical is a bit mixed. Some countries call it neurology, some countries call it psychiatry. You know, it depends on your country. But basically, and then of course your own personal experience too. But when we were kids, there wasn't a name for either autism or ADHD, except for hyperactivity was given, developmental delays was given.
Or just naughty.
and you're put in special ed, and they don't even try to work out what's wrong with you. We actually watched a thing last night, which I really want to point out as being to show how disgusting, because I'm talking about the social model of disability here. The royal family, do you know all of them? Yeah, they had a lot of children put in institutions that were born in the royal families in history, were put in institutions.
So not just the UK, but we're going through Europe royal families, and it was actually looking.
It was UK and Europe.
Yeah,
it was UK
different
and
royal
Europe.
families across that area.
Down syndrome, anything. Probably
Their
autism. I
children
think there was
that were born with
autism.
disabilities.
Looked like there was
but
Down syndrome.
particularly, or other maybe
put them in
non-verbal
institutions.
or
It's like,
IDD, intellectual
you're
developmental delays.
disgusting. But there was one royal family that didn't. They kept her with them.
Now, they weren't actually a royal
That was
family. I'm going to
beautiful.
point that out. They were actually the president of France at the time.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so that was General de Gaulle, a military leader in France who became a president.
He actually looked after his
child was
till
born
death.
with a female child was born with Down, and they actually
They kept her until she died.
She unfortunately died, I think, at age 22 because of pneumonia. Again, there's a lot of health complications that come as
just like with
comorbidities.
autistics, you got to keep an eye on your health.
General de Gaulle, or President de Gaulle's wife, actually then set up a institution to be able to support the development and help resources for autism, but more importantly about Down syndrome and also disabilities in that country. So
it's just
it was actually good to
disgusting,
see.
isn't it?
Yeah, you see the opposing things of those that actually accept it, embrace it, and support it, to those that actually hide it away as shameful, put it away into the back corners.
Guys,
and they were literally sending those children in the royal family to the monasteries, to asylums,
and
you
hidden
know,
in the palaces.
Not seen in public, not brought out together as a family,
not allowed to go
no photos.
outside.
So, but the courtiers, the staff around them, the people didn't even know that they existed. They were actually said they were dead, but they were actually still alive in these institutions, out of sight, out of mind. But that gives you this is like 1940. 1940.
Yeah,
1940.
Guys,
so this is not hundreds of years
in
ago.
the
This
UK
is still
and in Australia, and
recent times.
I don't know about anywhere else, but I know how my family are about disability. This isn't gone yet.
That providing
if
attitude.
you are a millennial, you probably had a different experience, because I think us X-generation parents are very much more knowledgeable on that.
Yeah.
We don't seem to have that judgmental thing of like, oh, Down syndrome. We don't have that. But the boomers, I'm sorry, they were raised by their parents to be like, it's shameful, it's disability, it's imperfection, it's bringing down the family.
There's no inclusion.
It's like, oh, hide it away. Yeah. If you can act normal, act normal. And that's the pressure that I had from my family because of their affluence, was like, act normal.
It's actually,
we won't accept anything else.
It's actually
we'll just
interesting.
Punish.
Those with Down syndrome are actually on the 21st chromosome.
Yeah,
you're on the 22nd chromosome, your condition.
When
they have a extra chromosome.
Yes.
So normally we all have 46 chromosomes. They have an extra set, which causes obviously a range of different features and changes and disabilities and learning delays. So it is very interesting. Now your neighbour on the chromosome next door. So all very cool there. So look, a bit of history, a bit of understanding of where things come from, but it does influence. And you being 51,
so the social
your
model,
family, your grandparents had that model. And that influenced what they thought about why they didn't take you towards help or care or public to
People
go.
would think that if you have like money in your family, that you would be given probably the best of care. In my country, that's not the attitude. The attitude is that's just embarrassing. And I think you Americans have evolved more than that. But I think Australia is a bit like the UK attitude of like, oh, that's embarrassing. You know, let's just hide that. Let's just pretend she doesn't do that. That was what it was like.
Yeah, it was like.
And so you don't actually get the best quality care.
Sadly, you don't. Look, a bit of insight, a bit of sharing of what we are learning as we go along. That's the whole idea of our channel, is to have these conversations. Sometimes they're uncomfortable. Sometimes they can be triggering.
Yeah.
But look, I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Questions, ideas and suggestions, what you've learned along the way too. And also what you think about the MGA Miniverse Series 4 of the Mini Cafe that Dyan's put together. Yeah.
Guys, I don't get it. But anyway, I haven't eaten it.
No.
Don't judge
until you try. Maybe it's a New York thing. Is there a particular part of
Tell
America
me
that
where
actually
this
does
comes
the
from.
mayonnaise with a
Yeah,
hot dog,
is it one of
bacon,
your
burger?
fast foods? Is it one of your go-tos on a Sunday morning?
Yeah, I
Is
would love to
it
hear from
a
you
certain
in the
part of
comments.
America?
Big thumbs up of encouragement.
Is it nice?
If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you in another episode real soon.
Bye.
Bye for now.